If he does, he's coming through old and seized out.
Yeah. Foaming at the he drooling.
It's easy, baby.
It's easy, baby.
Don't worry about what's in my cup.
It's some throw up and some vomit. I'm gonna throw it up blood.
Okay, keep playing, Weezy.
Keep playing.
That white man that saved you when you was 9.
Yeah.
It's gonna be carrying your What they call it? The procession down in New Orleans. Who can be in the front? Is it gonna be Turk?
Oh man, you think they're gonna let Turk?
That's my homeboy. He gonna be in the front, man.
Juvenile gonna be waving the flag. Jot the soldier right. When did Bodak Yellow? That dropped like summer, like last summer.
Man,
that dropped like because I was taking Cardell to summer school. That was last summer.
She's been in the laboratory, man. Like, listen, you want to talk about a brand?
Yeah.
She's got enough people that's like, listen, man, we finna ride this, man. We finna ride this.
Do you think the pregnancy affects her run though?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, is she pregnant?
Yeah, she's pregnant.
Absolutely. The pregnancy is, it's the same thing that happens. She doesn't have a Beyonce situation on her hands. This is hip hop.
Yeah.
She's with Offset. She's not with the guy who has been in the business.
Yeah, right.
Who understands, like, hey man, this.
Wait a while.
He out here
slinging.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. That baby might got to get tested for gonorrhea, man. It's that scary strand that's running around out here, man.
The super gonorrhea.
Dun, 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 dun. Gonorrhea sucks. Gonorrhea sucks. Gonorrhea sucks.
So the baby we gotta make sure that the baby doesn't have the super gonorrhea.
Yeah. But pop up like rest. Is this the wrong show for that? Should we have done this on the week show?
Yeah, this should have been last night.
This should have been last night. All right. Maybe I'll throw some hoop references in here. Brick, bag of iron. I got some hoop references. I'll mix it up. I'll put some hoop references in there.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I hope Cardi B if she's got at least 2.
If she's got two, I'm talking 2 bangers.
Yes.
If she got 2 bangers, it's over.
Yeah, because they try to run the Barty, was it Barty Cardi. They tried to run that. They realized it wasn't really popping, so they went and got 21 Savage and put him on it, and then it got another run with the remix. So I don't know if her buzz is still there. She needs at least 2.
Listen, I'm gonna say this: the buzz is definitely there. When they released the album cover,
and it went,
that album cover trended, man. Like, and let me speak to that. Let me be very honest with you. I wish we had a graphic here.
Yeah.
When I saw the album cover, everyone knows Crystal Shalise, who we have on the show. She's one of our contributors.
One of Walking Dead.
Yeah. She says that we're haters. She said both of us hate everything, right? So, but I want to say this: when we like something, we like it.
Yeah, right.
Like, so that's
go hard for it.
We go hard for it. So let me tell you this: as soon as I saw the cover, I stood up and gave it an applause, because that cover was one of the greatest covers. And I'm telling you, that cover will be remembered as one of the greatest covers in hip hop history. And I'll tell you this: it had shades of rock and roll pop group, The Cars. Their debut album. If you go look at their debut album cover, The Cars, with the woman with her hand up on the steering wheel with the red lip, and then they had another album cover with just the checkered flag, The Cars. And I felt like it was an amalgamation of the two. And I just thought it was breathtaking. She was fully clothed. She wasn't doing a Little Kim. She wasn't selling sex.
If you wasn't doing the Nicki Minaj.
She wasn't doing it. Listen, bro. Listen. I loved it. She was layered. The chair. The juxtaposition of privacy with the kind of like the Matrix-y bending.
And even the name of the album. Because like when Nicki came out, it was the pink print, right? You know what I'm saying? And
it's like, still the play on Jay. It's still the play on. It's still we're still up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start. We're still using how many games? We're still in the Konami.
Right. We're just reusing the. Exactly.
We're just taking the skin and just using the same cheat codes, man. Yeah. And so it's like, man, everybody, like the pink print. And it was like, really? How many people is going to riff on that, man? And so here she go, invasion of privacy. And then look who is on her team? Let's really talk about this. Where she really talked about not feeling like her career has been hers, her life.
And then here
she
come with privacy.
Come on, man.
When I seen the album cover and I saw that it was privacy, I immediately thought back to that. And I was like, she's been selling this. She's been selling this for 8 months. She's been selling it.
Cardi B, and I've been very critical of Cardi B. I've been critical of the shtick, of the buffoonery. I've been critical, but listen, when it start cooking, you know me, bro. I will get me some croquettes. You know what I mean? And I will get out here for that Wheezy burden. Wheezy homecoming when he done had that.
Homegoing. They gonna have bounce music. Man, it's gonna be the livest when he goes.
When Wheezy go,
it's gonna be the livest funeral.
It's Big Frida.
They gonna have Big Frida. Big Frida go. I gotta be at that procession. I got to. I gotta find a way that I can be at that procession. They gonna have the bounce music going. It's gonna be live as hell.
Like loud purse.
Everybody, get your room. Oh shit. Okay.
We got a show to do.
We got a show to do.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Welcome back to True Ballers Thursday. We've been going in on all things pop culture. I am the Reggie Mathis. J. Cole, who is normally right here in this seat, is not able to be here this week. So we have the Revolution here to help.
The unstoppable strand of gonorrhea.
The super guy. That's a good name. Super Gano.
Super Gano.
Super Gano.
Super Gano. It's happening. I'm switching to Twitter out. Super Gano. Super Gano.
Okay.
That's my new Lucha Libre name. It's Super Gano. All right, man, go. Let's get to some basketball, man.
All right, it's been an amazing week in basketball because the NBA keeps us with conversational pieces. It's the most entertaining league bar none. And before we came on tonight, we had breaking news, and it kind of threw me off. Joel Embiid has a broken orbital bone.
Yeah.
He's out 2 to 4 weeks. I know that last week we were talking about the success of the Philadelphia 76ers, and their chances of moving forward were hinged on Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. And I'm pretty bullish on it, but Joel Embiid being injured again that's a big concern now. Now I mean, I know this isn't the knees, the legs, but it's like, all right, man, you anytime you get out here, we have to worry about you going down. what do you think about Joel Embiid now being out, broken face?
Okay, so let's really talk about that. I'm going to skip past what this means this season playoffs. Because what does this really mean?
Exactly.
Let's talk about it.
Yes.
You all are talking about making a push for whom?
Yes, for LeBron.
It's not happening.
He said he can't.
It's not happening.
He can't.
Yo, brittle ass.
Exactly.
Listen, man. Listen.
Exactly.
Listen. And this is first and foremost. And this is what I was telling you, and this is what I've been telling people when you and I are talking back and forth, when we're on social media. This is the most durable dude. He should be having people going, I need to go to Cleveland.
Yes.
Like, especially after this season, people should be lining up going, man, where's my free agency at? Man, hey, man, trade me out, man.
Because when you think about it,
you're
only in Cleveland for what, 5 months? 4 or 5 months. Like, I mean, you're traveling throughout the season.
It don't even matter.
It don't even matter. As soon as June is over with, you're going home.
You go home.
I don't understand this idea of like where you live. We got private jets flying you everywhere. I don't understand.
A few months, man. Like, what are you talking about? A few months. Listen, Joel this is not a good look for Philly.
Not.
This is I legitimately they're not gonna go far in the playoffs. Like, let's be realistic. Like,
this is a good chance for them to actually get their feet wet.
Yes.
This is getting their feet wet.
Yes.
And we're happy to be here. Process, it's been trusted, it's working.
Yes.
But we're not expecting this year to actually be something. But if we're seeing Joe
this would have been a great showing for LeBron to be like, look, man, look what we did without you here. Look how deep we went without you. Look what this started. Look what this team did. Now look what we could do if we added you here.
Especially since it's a good chance that first round matchup may be Cleveland versus the Sixers. That would have been a good chance. You got at least 4 games.
Yeah.
But you got 7 games that you could possibly audition for him to say, hey, if everything goes bad here in Cleveland, you got a home. But if Joel Embiid is out 4 weeks, that means he's out for the first series.
Yes.
That means you're going out. You got 4 games and it's over. It's over. You're getting swept. You're out.
It's over. And then what does that injury say for your career moving forward? Because here, you and I both know, one injury leads to another. It's just the way it is. Because now one body part has to overcompensate for another one. And so people do not understand. This is the reason why Kobe broke down the way Kobe broke down.
Kobe was durable. Once he started getting injured, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. And your body doesn't heal the same, especially at that advanced age. And here's the thing that's so scary, too, about Joel Embiid. Because he was playing reckless. He was playing free. He thought he got over the injury concerns, and then he breaks his face. So now, when he comes back, do you think he's going to be playing that same reckless, free?
Nope.
No, he's not going in there battling in the post.
No. Notice how, like, legit, look at how many people's games changed up. Look at how Rip Hamilton's games changed up after his face fracture.
Yes.
No, seriously. He was not coming in doing everything that he used to do.
You'll get intimidated. You're afraid to actually go in. Appreciate that, sir.
Oh, okay. And we're getting these signals like I'm like, what is happening over there?
But you get afraid to attack with the reckless abandon that you normally had, and it changes your game. So, Joe, I hope you get well. I hope for the best, but this is not looking good, man.
It's not. And, let me say something real quick before we move on to your next subject. This is why I believe all the leagues should loosen up on HGH.
Oh, definitely. I'm right there with you.
Loosen up on it. Like, when people get injured, allow them to get on the cycle.
Yes.
Because you still have to live your life. You have to live your life. Like, you want these people to be these world-class athletes,
pushing them to the limits.
You're pushing them to, like baseball.
Yes.
They're playing 162 games.
And you want them to be at their best, and you want them to knock home runs. You want to see the long balls. You want to see the athletic feats.
You want to see K's. And on this shoulder, on rotator cuffs. Listen, that's what you want. Wait a minute. You want a running back to rush for 1,000 yards on these knees, on these ankles, on this lower back. On these,
go hit the middle, not to the outside.
No. You want to go right up the gut
with 300-pound. That also run 4.6s and 4.7s.
Oh, okay. And you want me to do this? How many games? How many possessions?
Yes.
Listen, man. Go ahead and run me that HGH, man. I'm gonna get the grown man braces for when my teeth start shifting. And when my hairline start getting the Peyton Manning pushback, because my head getting bigger,
swelling.
Starting to get the Peyton Manning mailbox head swell.
Nobody wants to talk about Peyton Manning and his connection to. But look at this motherfucker's head, his helmet size. Just like you talk about Barry Bonds, Peyton Manning's helmet grew from rookie year to when he finally hung him up. He got, just imagine him getting back from the neck injuries. Peyton Manning was on the stuff.
He was on HGH, man.
He was on it.
Listen, man, I was on HGH, man, in the rec league, man. Okay, I twist my ankle. I was like, oh, shit, baby. I need an HGH, bad. Oh, I can't do it.
Give it to me.
I'll put it right in the veins, baby. Oh, shit, I need the HGH. I need it. I gotta perform, baby.
But we do have to decide how much of entertainment, or what's the pros and cons, and we need to finally come up and say, do we want to be entertained or do we want to be ethical? And we want to be entertained.
We want to be entertained. Like, let's stop it. Like, let's stop it.
Let's stop it.
Let's stop. Because, and I want to say this again. No, I can't say it because I want to get blackballed. We'll say. I'll tell you off camera. Okay. I'll tell you off camera.
But speaking of injuries, this man, down goes Wardell. Stephen Wardell Curry, down. He's, I guess they said it's a slight MC. I don't know what a slight MCL tear is, because slight is only a term that people use when it's somebody else's body. It's a slight.
It's not as.
Yeah, come on now. It's a tear. It's a tear in his MCL. He's supposed to be down for 2 to 4 weeks. He said, no, they're going to reevaluate him after 3. What do you think this does for the Warriors' chances?
Well, let's be very clear here. I do not think this does anything. I think they'll go to the exact same position that they were in.
So you're still going to the finals?
Oh, they go directly to the finals.
Okay.
They go directly to the finals. Okay. I think that what happens is you've seen when players move out. I'm trying to think of the team when somebody moves out and that rotation changes, and you go, whoa, like. And I think that we've even seen it with them before. And Clay got a better lane now, and your man really showed up, and that's how he got that MVP.
Yeah.
Iguodala. That's how Iguodala really stepped up and got that MVP because of that rotation change.
And it's interesting that you say that, because again, when we're talking about injuries, what this could mean for Wardell's future, and we're seeing a lot of injuries on a slight body. I don't know how long we're going to be thinking of Steph Curry as an MVP like candidate. I mean, this is his second knee injury within 3 years. So they're going to need that shift in the rotation. They're going to need Clay to be what he kind of shies from it, but being that second guy, and officially, KD's got to be, listen, KD, you wanted the spotlight, you got to be LeBron-esque.
Yeah.
They're going to need that.
Yeah.
So I think we may be seeing kind of not just the passing of the torch, but we may be seeing like the legacy almost falling off. This is the beginning of the end for Steph Curry, the legend.
Absolutely. Listen, this is the reason right here why he was passed up by everybody.
Right. Right, exactly.
This is the reason.
This is the reason.
Like let's not kid ourselves. Let's not him. Let's not Hall. Let's all remember this is the reason why every major
could he hold up for 82 games? Number one question. Would he be able to withstand the punishment? And we're seeing.
Let's even go back to college.
Yes.
This is the reason why he fell all the way to Davidson.
Yes. Small, slight body.
This is the reason.
Yes.
This is the reason why he went 6 on the WNBA draft. They were like, I don't know if you can handle the rigors of WNBA.
We got Tina Thompson that here giving bows.
Hey, I don't know, bro. Like you sure you don't want to just go to Yugoslavia?
Get some run there. We bring you over here.
Cause them girls, and them unibrow. I do not know if you want to come here to Yugoslavia and play with me. I don't know if you want to. He's little, man. Them Chinese chicks wouldn't play with him.
And that's the thing. I mean, we saw the ankle injuries.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing the knee injuries.
Yeah.
This is the second time.
We're talking that Kobe. Listen, I think that he and Kobe ain't the same guy.
No.
And this is I saw some of your graphics.
Yes.
So we're gonna get to that.
Yes.
He's not Kobe.
No.
He's not going to push through.
And Kobe is from a lineage of we know that Steph Curry's dad played in the NBA, but we're not talking about Del Curry as an amazing athlete.
No.
Now, Kobe's dad, amazing athlete. Kobe got those genes. Kobe, so his athleticism could get him through a little bit more than Steph Curry. If Steph Curry can't run, if he's not cutting the same, if he's not running the same, if he's not able to get that shot off the same, it immediately affects everything about him. So I don't know. I think this may be a sign, and I know nobody's talking about it now, but this may be a sign that it's towards the end of it. It's towards the end of it. He's 30 now too. It's maybe the sign that it's towards the end of it.
You want to hit the little wheezy.
And so moving on, we had this list from ESPN.
Let's get it. This is why I'm here. This is why I show up. Let's go.
It got everybody talking on the internet, and it's astonishing to look at all these names.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about game changers in the NBA, I do believe that a lot of these names are in good places. But I have questions about a few. What did you think when you first saw this list?
First and foremost, everyone, let me be very clear, right? Everyone says that I cape for one player and one player only because of the school, right?
Yeah.
Everyone says that I cape for Irving Magic Johnson simply because of Magic State, Michigan Magic State.
Magic State. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Magic State University.
Magic State. So, but listen, man. The guy played 1 through 5.
Yes.
He was unstoppable. Yes. He when we talk about game changer, there will never be the closest thing that we have seen before or after is the guy at number 2.
Exactly.
So I think that the NBA and fans around just have to put Michael at number 1.
And I'm glad that you said this because it's becoming a little bit too much now.
Yeah.
That Michael is always assumed to gain the number 1 spot on any list. And it's like it's not even debatable. Like we can't even debate this anymore. But we have to listen.
It's very debatable.
It is.
And I'm going to tell you like this, honestly. Game changer number 1 is honestly number 1 is Julius.
And this is why
it's Irving.
And I believe and I agree. And this is why I would agree because the NBA was a dying league.
It was
and he got in the right place. His brand of basketball, his excitement, his being able to play 1 through 5 and the smile, it changed the league. And being in LA was perfect because It drew all the stars out. You could no longer tape delay NBA games. You had to play them live.
You had to play
them live. And without Magic, where is the NBA?
Listen.
Where is the NBA?
Without Magic, without this kid right here, without this guy right here, right?
Oh, yes.
That we reinvigorated the rivalry.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
That these two had, up until, I can't remember which one, had the highest NCAA Final Four.
It was when his freshman year, sophomore year.
The highest Final Four ever for years.
Yes.
Right? Then they go to the NBA.
Yes.
And set the NBA afire.
Yes.
Right?
Immediately.
Immediately. You're talking shoe contract. Converse. They have record Converse sales. Yes. Both of them. I'll never forget the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird commercial.
The game.
Come on, man.
We talk about 2K. Changed. Everything changed.
Everything changed.
There would be no 2K. There would be no NBA 2K without the Magic and Bird,
without it.
So we have to. That has to be now. I can understand one thing why people put MJ at number one, and it's the change in the way that they started selling players. I get it, and also just the way that players started branding themselves. Because after MJ, then everybody started to see that I could be a brand, and then I can start having my own shoe. I can have all types of commercials, whether it be food, whether it be sports drinks, whether it be clothes and all that. I get it. But we have to, in order to get to that place, we have to acknowledge the ones who allowed us to get there.
And he started it all, man. This is Mr. Madison Avenue.
Yeah.
Listen, man, this guy was likable. Michael wasn't even that likable, man.
And Michael's lucky he started winning.
Michael was very lucky.
Because if Michael never started winning, we would be talking about Michael totally different than we are now.
We would talk about him the way
we talk about this guy.
The exact same way.
Yes.
We honestly talk about this guy. The people that really have honest dialogues about Kobe being Bryant would be the exact same way arrogant, selfish. Listen.
Man, you know what? Michael is lucky that he played in the era that he did, and that reporters then kind of coddled because they wanted those connections, and they didn't tell the full story of everything that was going on.
Yeah.
Nowadays, reporters go all in, everybody wants to get their name out there. But back then, they trusted. There was a trust between the players and the reporters because they didn't want to lose that connection and that. To be able to travel with the team, to get in that locker room, to have those interviews.
Yeah, because the minute you report something like, "Oh, you played me," don't let him in here. Because that's all it was.
That's all it was.
Don't let him in here. And you wasn't getting back there.
Yes.
So you had to play nice.
Yes.
You had to play nice. So what do you say? I say
Magic won.
Okay.
I would push it down. I would say Michael, LeBron. But I want to preface this by saying I think LeBron can jump Michael. And the only way I want to wait to maybe 5-10 years before I make that decision, because I think LeBron, and he's going to change the game and we're going to start seeing billion-dollar athletes. We're going to start seeing owners that are athletes, and we're going to see them in other areas. So I want to see with LeBron.
Yeah, but you know what, though? I give you that, but that's only because of how everything changed.
Exactly.
The inflation.
The tension and everything.
Yeah, everything is going to change. But let me say this, though. Kareem.
And Wilt. I would say Wilt doesn't get enough attention for the way that he's changed the game. Just that they widen the lane. They put in goaltending rules. They put in the 3-second rule. So there's a lot of things that Wilt, because of how dominant he was, that they issued into the game just solely on the fact that Wilt. And we're going to get to another person that's not even on this list. That needs to be on this list.
We're going to get to him.
But
I want to say this, though, about somebody that's right up here that is, by God, he is one of the most overrated people. Bill Russell, man. Listen,
I've been seeing people cape for him all week.
Bill Russell is one of the most overrated dudes out here, man.
He was on the winning squad, and he's lucky he was on the winning squad.
He's lucky.
Because that defined his legacy.
Yeah.
And people say, well, he's won 11 championships in, all right, man.
In 13 years.
Yeah, all right, man. They had a stacked squad.
You swap him for him, and they would have won.
You swap him for him, and the whole league changed.
The whole league, they would have won 20-20. They wouldn't have stopped winning.
I wish, you know the numbers that he was putting up.
Listen, man. Wilt Chamberlain,
and that's another thing too. Like, you go ahead and say.
No,
I'm gonna say, because everybody says like Bill Russell's the greatest defender of all time, right? Wilt was putting 50 on him, so I man, like, it reminds me of and when we're gonna get to the guy, but there's a guy called Big Aristotle, who a lot of big white people, big 7-foot white men, got paid a lot of money because they could get 6 fouls on him.
Yes.
A lot of them.
A lot of them.
Changed the game,
Listen, this dude employed how many 7-footers, and they end up calling them 3-headed monsters. Yeah. Will Perdue, Luke Longley, and
you had Bill Cartwright for a while.
Yeah, and Winnington.
Yes, Bill Winnington. Yes.
Will
Perdue, Bill Winnington,
and Luke Long, the 3-headed monster.
Just throw one out there.
Throw one of these big goofy ass white doofuses out there to give this giant mastodon non-humanoid dragon.
You got 6 fouls.
Give them all 6 of them.
And we're going to pay you $30 million.
To hack a shack.
Yes. Yes, we're going to get to it because there's a guy that I want to talk about before. Allen Iverson is number 13.
Incorrect. Go back to that list. Go back to the list, man. Listen.
Yes.
Listen.
That's exactly what.
Listen. First of all, first and foremost, you should be 12 because I want you here. I want him here because he changed it. But Allen Iverson, it is number 10.
Yes.
He changed the game.
Yes. This Steph Curry being talked about as the undersized, is he point guard, is he shooting guard? That's this man. Like, point guard, is he a shooting guard? Nah, he's a ball player. That's this man.
That's him.
Before there was these little guys that can play out and score and shoot and distribute the ball, we had Allen Iverson. Before hip hop was ingratiated into the NBA and is basically synonymous with the NBA now, it's cornrow Allen Iverson. Changed the game.
Changed.
Like, the disrespect is, it's ridiculous.
Have him at 13, man.
I just want to see from Kobe fans, because I know those are the ones who caped to get him number 12. What did Kobe? He's a
facsimile.
Yes,
he is a facsimile of this dude.
When we look at the list, we're looking at people who, like, literally are avant-garde. Like,
what they have said on Facebook, all the Kobe fans that I've seen, all the Kobe stans, you want to know what they said? And it's like, but you're not saying game changer. He won 5 titles, but that didn't change nothing. All these guys have won multiple titles.
All these guys have
won multiple titles. So that's not changing the game. He just copied his game. He should, with that alone, that completely disqualifies you.
That you can't get to the, I say you can get in the top 25, but you're bottom 25.
You are
bottom 25.
23, 24,
yes,
25.
Bottom 25. You should not be, I get the name, I understand that it's the name brand, but no. Kobe should not be anywhere near the top 10.
No.
Allen Iverson has been disrespected. Now, want to get to my next has been disrespected. The big Aristotle Shaq, the big cactus, whatever you want to call him, Superman, whatever you want to call him.
Absolutely. You call me, they call me the big Coca-Cola.
I want to just name a few of the white guys corn-fed white guys that got
That
paid.
threw at him.
Brad Miller.
Yep.
Scott Pollard.
Yep.
Todd McCullough.
Yep.
We're going to get some black ones in there, too. Jerome James.
Yep.
Michael Oluwakendi.
Yep. The Candy Man.
The Candy Man.
Yep.
Like...
All of them. What was the other big goofy Irvin? They couldn't even play basketball.
Listen, they were bringing in literally 7-foot white guys, 7-foot black guys. As long as you were 7 foot and you could walk and chew gum, you were getting signed and you were getting multi-million-dollar contracts to defend. Not stop. To be a person in the way of Shaq getting 30 points.
That was it.
That was it.
You know who defended him best?
Yeah.
A dude that was barely 6'7".
Right.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. Exactly.
Dennis Rodman.
Who should have been higher on this list? Yes, Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
That says everything you should know about.
One J. Cole says.
Yeah, we're not ready for. I don't care. He should stay where he at. This is going. Learn how to interrupt us. This ain't sing along with the champ night. Continue, sir. Back here.
Shaq, I would say let's look at the list. He's got to. I would say if we're gonna put him on, I'll say number 11, and drop Jerry West to 12.
Ooh, you drop it.
I drop
the logo?
I drop the logo to 12. I get it. He's the logo, but until he got with this man, the champ, he was not Mr. Clutch, as they say.
True, but okay.
And Elgin, when he got Elgin in.
I'm gonna say this: Bill Russell.
Ooh, yeah.
Bill Russell. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Bill Russell can come out of this top 12 all together.
So we drop.
I'm taking Bill Russell out.
I'm glad. I like yes.
Bill Russell is gone.
Yes.
Bill Russell can go. And here's the other thing. And let me be very honest here. Here's my next one. You did not change the game in the NBA.
No, I know, you're right.
You changed professional basketball, and everything that you changed was the ABA.
Yes.
ABA. Because listen, Julius Erving was dope because this man got a lot from this man.
Yes.
Right? But we talking ABA basketball.
Yes.
Now, if we gonna do that, then guess what? Guess who should be right here then?
Yes.
Guess who should be right here then? Pistol Pete Maravich.
Yes.
If we gonna play this game,
because that's Pistol Pete.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like
So yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't even think about that. But yes, Julius Erving is more, and we're talking about NBA game changers.
NBA rank. He did not change the game in the NBA. He changed it he changed professional basketball.
If we're talking basketball, yes. But if we're talking NBA,
no.
That's true.
No. So I'm saying Bill Russell is out of the top 12. I'm saying Dr. J is out of the top 12 for me.
Yeah.
Shaq goes in, AI goes in. You saying Jerry West comes down.
Yeah. I would say Bill Russell, I would move Bill Russell down to 11.
Okay.
I would say Julius, I'm going to take him out of the top 12.
Yes, sir.
Shaq, I would move up. I'll move up. So Shaq's number 9.
Okay.
AI 10.
Yep.
And I have Jerry 11. So Jerry, you stay at 11, and I'll find somebody to be 12.
Is Steph in there at all?
Steph, come down, you 13. I think Steph possibly could have changed the game, but we have to another 5 years before we see if Steph really changed the game. I want to see how many people are putting up 3-point numbers like Steph. Steph may be just the anomaly. He didn't change the game.
Right. And so let's talk about this. If we're going to do this, I would it's not Steph. I will put Dan and Tony.
No, right. Yes, because they have coaches on this list. D'Antoni. Yes, D'Antoni's the game changer.
He's the game changer.
He's
the guy that said, nope, it's the 3 ball, let it fly.
7 seconds or less.
7 seconds or less, let the 3 fly.
And that opened up the lane because they actually tried to draft Steph Curry. They had a deal in place to get him to move up, but what happened was, so there was a switch in the lottery. Minnesota actually moved up and selected 2 point guards, and then that made him fall to number 7, I believe. And then they was like, oh no, we're gonna stay with him, and they were gonna at number 8. Phoenix was looking to move to number 8 to grab him. It would have been all she wrote.
It would have been all she wrote. And so this is a great discussion, but no, drop, disrespected.
Very disrespected.
Very disrespected.
I don't even know why. I can't fathom why we've disrespected Shaq like this, because to see how far the NBA has changed from where it was in the 90s and the 2000s, the reason why we were slowing it down in the 2000s was because of this man.
Yeah.
Because everybody needed to have, rosters changed. Everybody needed to have 3 or 4 centers on their squad, taking up roster positions from point guards, from guards who could probably do a little bit more, because everything changed. Needed to guard this man. Now, I want to get to some more solemn news. Isaiah Thomas is going to have hip surgery. He actually had hip surgery. He said it's going to take him 6 months, or 4 to 6 months to heal. What is going on?
It's over.
It's over.
It's over. It's over. My mother does this for a living. Mm-hmm. She does this for a living. She says, once you start playing with your hip, your life expectancy is cut to 70%. It's over. You have a 70%. It's over that your life is cut to 70%. It's over. Once you start playing around with that hip, it's over.
And you're talking about imbalance to your whole body.
Your whole body. She says it's over. She's like, it's over. Now, if you're not telling me that you're not giving him some type of human growth hormone, you're not giving him some, you're lying.
Right.
A hip, he's done.
And you know what? It's a shame, because he was so close to actually getting. I'm all about people getting their money, and he was so close to getting his money. He got injured. He played through it. He didn't have to. He played through it. He decided, I'm not getting the surgery. I'm going to try to get some of this experimental procedures. But I'm not getting the surgery. Came back.
Played through
it. And he's not going to get paid. He's not going to get paid. He may not be on a roster next year.
No, he won't be.
And it's a shame.
No, what's a shame is, can we unpack this? This is how grimy.
Yes.
This is how grimy. And I want to talk about how grimy the front offices are.
Yes.
Right? Because you all knew this was going on, and you all shipped him off, right? You all knew where he was.
Yep.
You, first of all, let Cleveland make this bum deal.
Yes, without fully disclosing. And let's get a touch on that, because they actually had some penalties. The Celtics had some penalties because they didn't fully disclose the injury status of IT. So you're talking about cutthroat. You knew this man played his heart out. He played the day after his sister died. You trade him. He was fully on board of coming back. I'm coming back. We're going to do it right. We're this close. You trade him in the off season, just gave him a phone call. Hey, yeah, we made a move. Even though he was working out, even though he was planning on rehabbing and getting back.
But they knew, man.
Yeah, they knew.
They knew this was inevitable. They knew this was inevitable. And that's why I just went directly into how grimy it is. They knew this.
And it speaks to when people get angry at players for going for their money.
There you go.
You listen, if they're going to do you like this, go get your money.
There you go.
Go get your money. Put it all out on the table. I'm going for my money. Stop with this. It's about loyalty and no, stop all of the facade. Go get your money. Because they going to flip you for 2 burgers and some French fries if they get a chance to. So.
Yep. Okay. You know what? Thank you for saying that, because, sometimes I do take the old man stay off my grass Twitter. Hey man, you gotta stay with your team. Nah man, it's fuck you, pay me Twitter.
Exactly.
and it's like legit.
Cause you gonna do me.
You gonna
do me like this, so I got to do you before you do me.
Man.
All right,
I'm with it.
So just announced today, Kid Nash Grant Hill will be inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. But that's not what I want to talk about, really.
Okay.
Chris Webber and Ray Allen did not get the nod.
Yeah.
Do you think either one of these two was shafted?
How long ago did they retire? Like Ray officially
is retired, I want to say 3 years ago. 4 years ago.
No. Ray officially? And then how long did...
It might have been 3 years
3 years.
3 years ago.
And how long did C-Webb?
C-Webb, he went overseas. I don't know when he officially retired, but it had to be...
Because everybody else in that list has been retired a lot longer than the two of them.
Well, Grant Hill just retired 4 years ago. Yeah, and Steve Nash, he was not playing, but he was collecting checks on the Lakers.
From the Lakers,
because
he was grimy.
He was grimy.
He was like, "No, I'm gonna get this money.
I'm gonna get this money, man.
I'm gonna get every penny that you owe me."
And this man retired and went right into coaching.
He walked off of the court from playing, and okay. So my argument, are you telling me my argument?
So I would say I don't know if Chris Webber gets in, but it is the Basketball Hall of Fame. And NBA, it's not NBA Hall of Fame. They do it differently. They take into account the college, but I know that they say with the college records being struck from the books, we knew it happened. It may affect Chris Webber.
Because that's the first thing I thought of. Yeah. I was like, college is through him.
I don't know if he'll make it.
C-Webb, what are you doing? He called timeout, and there are no timeouts. We'll be back. Right after this.
But Ray Allen should definitely get there. I thought he would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. You're talking about somebody who's kind of changed the game. I mean, the three-point shot. That's
okay. So let's start right here, right, and let's go back to the
list of game changers.
The list of game changers, and talk about Steph and the three-point shot, right? What would have happened if you would have had a coach that said, in the 80s, shoot the three.
If he would have, shoot
the three. Reggie Miller, the Ray Allen.
Sort of like, so Denver had the squad that they were a running gun. What's his name? Coach Doug Moe, I believe it was.
Okay.
And they were running gun because they knew the altitude. And back then, dudes was really smoking cigars before playing and after. So they knew the lungs wasn't good. So they did the running gun, shoot, score. But if Ray Allen had to play for a coach like that, you talk about inflated numbers, he would have been through the roof. He would have been Steph, what you looking at for Steph Curry.
Yeah, and see, that's what I mean.
And he's more athletic, too. He was dunking.
And that's what I always think about Steph. Like, Steph, your body break down and you ain't even dunking, fam.
Yeah.
Like, AI was dunking, man.
And AI was all a bit of 5'11".
Listen. Now, I'm going to tell you my story about Allen Iverson. So let me tell y'all this real quick story, okay? Y'all know I got a story for y'all. I always got some crazy. They used to call me Black Forest, right? They used to like Black Forest over here because I always, So in school, I went to school in Virginia, right? And so I'm hanging out with my dorm room mate. And so we walk around this one mall. And so we go to this jewelry store, right? And we had literally, you get your refund check, right?
When you get your Tyrone?
Yeah. So you get your refund check. So we walking around the mall and whatnot. We wanted to go to the club that night. And we see Allen Iverson in the jewelry store, him and his boys. So I'm like, oh, shoot. There go AI, right? So I'm looking at this chain, and he over there, he like, oh, man, that's a hot chain, man. You should get it. And I'm like a chick, but I'm like, really? Really? He's like, yeah, man. Hey, we going to whatchamacallit, man. You should come through. Okay.
You don't say.
So I buy this. Listen, why I take that fat refund check? I buys that chain.
You splurged on the chain.
Yeah, and the Arab dude was like,
You don't do it.
you silly Negro, you don't even read the policy, huh? Huh? You don't read the policy. I'm not even going to show you the policy. No, you can exchange.
Yeah, ain't no getting your money back.
There is no money back, my friend. You in that Jesus piece?
You're going to be Jesus Peace friend. You're going to be Jesus Peace everywhere you go. Whether it's the church, everywhere you go, Jesus is going to be on your neck.
Jesus! That chain was so stupid, was so obnoxious. Went to the club. He remembered me. He's like, hey, yo. I was like, oh, hey, Alan. I was a groupie that night, man. I was on for one night. One night I was a legend.
You was a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right here. I was a legend right here, being a groupie.
Oh, man. Moving on.
Damn groupie.
Well, that is all we have for our topics of this week.
Damn groupie.
Thank you guys for joining us. It's been a pleasure. True Baller Thursday. We're here every week talking basketball. I know there's some games on tonight. Who you think's going to win, Bucks or the Warriors? Kevin Durant says he's going to be back playing tonight. There we go. Fear the deer. There we go. Giannis is going to put up how many?
28.
28. Heard it here first. Giannis is putting up 28. Fear the deer. Stay tuned for more of our content that we have. I mean, Friday we have Sci-Fi Friday.
Fry-Fi.
Fry-Fi. Fry-Fi. Fry-Fi Friday.
Fry-Fi Friday.
Fry-Fi Friday. Fry-Fi Friday. What we're going to be... And then Sunday, of course, we have a whole slate of shows. Sunny Edition, which comes on at 3:30, 4 o'clock, around that time. Mm-hmm. Then we have Speak On It, and which is a great show talking about relationships and talking about all things relationships. So stay tuned. You may get blessed with some knowledge on how you should take care of your woman and how she should take care of you. So stay tuned for that. That's on the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock hour, around there.
Yeah, around there.
Yeah. Then we're going to wrap it up with my show, We the Dead. I don't know. Did I watch? I got to watch it. Because I got to watch it to see where we at now. But it's getting better. It's getting better.
Yeah.
It's slowly getting better. It's nothing to write home about, but at least it's better than the travesty that we've been watching. But and that's, of course.
Watch this last one.
Watch this last one. Okay. So it's some drama going on. So I'm going to watch that, and I'm going to have everything for you Walking Dead related, and that, of course, is 8:30 Sunday. So thank you guys for joining us. My man J. Cole will be back next week. Holla at you.